So they got a search warrant for your house, okay? There was some evidence that they believe is in the house.
This SWAT team visit is worth $3.8 million, according to Colorado jurors. That hefty verdict was just handed down to the 78-year-old woman whose home was wrongly searched, all thanks to the Find My iPhone app.
I see stuff like this on the movie, but I didn't think it'd ever happen.
This body camera video was taken on January 4th, 2022. That's when Denver police SWAT teams rushed to the home of Ruby Johnson. Johnson, a retired grandmother, says she had just gotten out of the shower when she heard a command from a bullhorn outside telling anyone inside the house to come out with their hands up.
All right, boys, we're here with your hands up.
Denver police approached Johnson's home with a warrant in hand for a laundry list of stolen items, including a truck, several semi-automatic handguns, a rifle, revolver, 2 drones, $4,000 in cash, and an iPhone. Investigators used the Find My iPhone app to track the stolen goods to Johnson's home. The only problem, Johnson hadn't stolen anything.
Just want to go to the seat back. Do you have anything on you you're not supposed to?
Huh?
Do you have any guns or knives?
No. Oh, no. I don't have it.
Come sit back here.
Body camera video shows Denver officers speak with Johnson, who came outside in only a bathrobe. Officers explain they have a warrant to search her home.
I'll tell you what's up. So nobody else is in the house, man?
No, nobody else is in the house.
Okay, so they got a search warrant for your house, okay? There was some evidence that they believe is in the house.
That's when Johnson tells the officers she lives there alone. She says there's no one else inside because she keeps her doors locked.
So I'm going to walk you over there and we're going to talk to some detectives, okay? Once we can make some more announcements, just give me a minute and double check that nobody else snuck in the house on you, okay?
Okay,
What's your name,
ma'am?
ma'am?
Sneak in the house because I keep my doors locked.
Oh, good for you.
Because I'm in here by myself.
Oh, you are? Okay.
My name is Ruby Johnson.
Okay, Miss Johnson, just give us a second and then I'll get you over to those detectives, okay?
Okay. That's weird.
It's then that Johnson laughs in what appears to be disbelief as officers joke about making her a movie star.
I see stuff like this on the movie, but I didn't think it'd ever happen.
Well, we knew you were a star, so we were going to make you a movie star today.
The next pieces of body camera capture officers discussing whether they believe Johnson is telling the truth.
You guys believe in her?
Pieces of body camera capture officers discussing whether they believe Johnson is telling the truth.
You guys believe in her? What
Yeah.
she's saying? Yes. All right. Good charge? All right, then you're going to be what? Okay.
After that, SWAT officers approach the front door. Inside, the officers begin their search, looking through the home and walking downstairs. Additional body camera video shows officers outside using a bolt cutter to break off the lock of Johnson's shed.
Snowblower. Good, man. No people. No.
But after searching inside the shed, officers come up empty-handed.
It's clear. Damn.
There's boxes stacked up. It's just like a wall.
Next, officers speculate whether Johnson's son could be the suspect in the case.
Is their son, like, if they run him, and is he a criminal? Better way to put it.
Then, off question whether Johnson's grandchildren could be suspects in the case. They ask her about this as she sits in the back of a squad car.
Miss Johnson, did you have any grandkids over recently?
Did I have any
Yeah,
grandkids?
like maybe yesterday.
Oh, no.
At one point, as officials search what appears to be Johnson's attic, they note there's dust on the panels, meaning no one has been up there recently.
See how there's dust all over those planks? I took my hand and wiped one. There's no way somebody walked through there.
Finally, the Denver SWAT team calls it quits. They found none of the stolen goods on Johnson's property.
Anything, Nate? All right, we're gonna call it good.
The American Civil Liberties Union announced the $3.8 million verdict in Johnson's favor on Monday of this week. Broken down, that's more than $1 million in compensatory damages and $2.5 million in punitive damages.
Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yeah, y'all bust my head down. You threw me down.
I sure did. You wasn't listening.
Yeah, no, it ain't. You ain't to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got head problem. Yup, you threw me down. Yup, you threw me down. You threw me down. Yup, you bust my head down on the cement. Yup, you bust my head.
All right, let me tell you what.
His forehead.
Put my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up, and he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. Had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my head.
What he was doing is putting this up behind the tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
Why you bust my head then?
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grabbed me.
and we went onto the ground.
You bust my head.
Officer Dukes claims that when Mr. Gaillard was walking from behind the white vehicle, he believed that he had a gun and repeatedly told him to drop it. Officer Dukes also alleges that once Mr. Gaillard stepped in front of the vehicle, he had his hands in his pockets and repeatedly ignored requests to show his hands. However, the body cam footage shows that Mr. Gaillard actually had his hands above his head, and that while Officer Dukes repeatedly screamed at Mr. Gaillard to get on the ground, he never asked him to drop a gun or show his hands, likely because Mr. Gaillard's hands were visible throughout the encounter. An incident report filed by Corporal Brandy Smith, who was also on the scene, states that while Mr. Gaillard was walking from the passenger side of the vehicle, he appeared to have his hands in his pockets, but that once he reached the front of the vehicle, he took his hands out of his pockets. Corporal Smith's report also states that Officer Dukes was giving loud verbal commands for Mr. Gaillard to get on the ground, but makes no mention of a gun or any commands to drop a gun or show his hands. It's also important to note that when Officer Dukes was reporting what happened, he did not explain the method he used to take Mr. Gaillard down. Corporal Smith's report claimed that when Mr. Gaillard did not get completely on the ground, Officer Dukes pushed him to the ground by placing his right foot on the middle of Mr. Gaillard's back. However, the incident report filed by Sergeant Aquel Poldador states that Officer Dukes, quote, jumped up and stomped Mr. Gaillard on the back of his neck with his foot. Although it is unclear from the body camera footage whether Officer Dukes' foot landed on Mr. Gaillard's neck or upper back, it is certain that the version of events Officer Dukes explained to his commanding officer did not align with the body camera footage or the reports filed by his colleagues.
Down on the cement. You bust my forehead.
Yeah, your head did hit the cement.
Right, because you bust me down on the cement.
Where's the complainant?
You bust my head down on the cement.
Right here?
You bust my head. You bust my head.
Where's the complainant?
You bust my head down.
I'm trying to get the name of the complainant.
You bust my head.
What are we doing? I guess Sam was going to check him out.
There ain't
Nothing over here wanting to press charges on.
Who called?
I'm not sure.
take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we got.
You have to use it force.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Slam my head down.
Dude, I didn't know what his
You
intention
use
was.
the force. You need to upload your camera.
Alright.
The officer did wrong. Slam my head down. Bust my forehead. Damn right. You gonna pay me for that shit.
Mayor, I'm going to take that into evidence of what he had.
What?
Well, I mean, you know, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
No gun or nothing.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where
There ain't nothing there.
that went. If it was still in his pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
His dogs officer. No.
On camera.
Yeah, a dog
Alright, that's
stick.
fine.
A dog stick.
So he can come out of cuffs?
Yeah. Take him out of handcuffs.
Yeah, he can come out. Oh, Lord.
You want me to take it out?
You mind looking? Good, how are you? What's going on?
Officer slammed my forehead down in the cement.
Okay.
In the wrong for that.
Did you consciousness?
Yeah. Listen.
Can I get a card from you?
I don't have one now. We
Okay,
don't have
what's your
they
badge
don't
number?
give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, we have cards.
I get ready.
Okay. Thank you.
When Mr. Julian asks Officer Dukes for a business card, Officer Dukes claims they are not issued cards by their department. However, Sergeant Polador immediately corrects Officer Dukes, states that they do have cards, and provides Mr. Julian with the information he requested. If it was concluded that Officer Dukes intentionally lied to Mr. Julian in an attempt to avoid accountability for his actions, it is possible that he could be convicted of 2 common law crimes under South Carolina law: obstruction of justice and official misconduct. Officer Dukes' lie about whether the department issues identification cards did not rise to the same level of misconduct. Given the broad definition of both of these offenses, it is still possible that he could be convicted if charged. However, it is important to note that while some states legally require officers to provide ID to citizens upon request, South Carolina law does not place this obligation on officers. Additionally, many police departments have policies requiring that officers identify themselves, but the Orangeburg Department of Public Safety's policy is not publicly available.
Yeah.
Brandon, he can get his stuff off the car.
Will you say badge number?
1059.
After Mr. Gaillard was treated by EMS, he and Mr. Julian were allowed to leave. 2 days after the incident, Officer Dukes was fired from the Orangeburg Department of Public Safety for violating the department's use of force policies, which, as stated before, are not publicly available. Former Officer Dukes was charged with first-degree assault and battery, which could carry a sentence of up to 10 years in prison. Mr. Gaillard is represented by an attorney, but he has not yet taken any legal action against Officer Dukes or the department.
Headful, but I just needed him to...
A wealthy Middle Eastern businessman fainted from anger after police mistakenly arrested him as a terrorist. A ridiculous incident that led to a $200 million lawsuit.
It's gonna be a false report, boys.
Ahmed collapsed at the hotel entrance after hearing the officer's explanations. Realizing something was seriously wrong, the police immediately called for medical assistance. Ahmed had been undergoing treatment for a heart condition even before arriving in the U.S. Police again spoke with the hotel receptionist, Sivar.
Who would have said that? Who made the call?
I told my sister, I said, "Why did he arrest him?" It's my sister, her name's Allison. She called, I said, he's dressed in a weird outfit and he's too disposable. And I said, I don't know what to do because of everything.
2030 units, stop your search.
Because everything is going on with ISIS is what I said. I said, call the police because we couldn't because he kept coming up here.
Stand down, stand down, stand down.
I'm so sorry.
Turns out the whole misunderstanding began because Ahmed was dressed in traditional Arab clothing and asked many questions at the front desk. This led Sevar and her family to jump to conclusions and label Ahmed as a terrorist. Officers were visibly upset after hearing this explanation.
Nobody ever said anything about ISIS. She called her sister because she was nervous because he looked like that and had 2 phones.
Noting that if Sevar felt uncomfortable, she could have simply asked the police to remove Ahmed from the hotel, instead of falsely accusing him of terrorism, which triggered a full-scale SWAT response. Ahmed was hospitalized, but fortunately was in stable condition. In an interview, Ahmed said, "These prejudices are engraved in people's minds. In their eyes, all I saw was bias. Thankfully, I'm emotionally stable. If I had panicked and made sudden movements, I might have been shot and killed." The incident quickly escalated into an international diplomatic matter. The UAE Foreign Ministry even summoned the U.S. ambassador and warned its citizens against wearing traditional Arab clothing when traveling to the U.S. After recovering, Ahmed filed a federal lawsuit against the hotel and Avon City Police, seeking $200 million in damages. Avon Police Chief Richard and Mayor Brian personally apologized to Ahmed, and eventually, they reached an undisclosed financial settlement. How much money do you think would satisfy a super-rich businessman like Ahmed?